What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, realtors around the world, other marketing agencies? I'm sure you're tuning in to watch this video to see how I'm claiming that you can make $100,000 with strictly Facebook ads in 2025 and how we've personally done it for multiple different clients that we have in 2024. So I'm actually gonna be walking through an exact blueprint of how our thought process is and what we're doing behind actually developing these different strategies. This strategy that I'm gonna be showing you guys has been proven to work for, like I said, multiple different clients that we have across the world through different provinces in Canada, different states in the US. So I'm gonna be walking you guys through this exact process. Before I jump into that, do me a favor, like, subscribe, comment down below some video ideas you'd like to see. You can also join our free community down below, the Versatile Visionaires. It's our entire team is in there. Myself, the COO Parker, sales reps, ISAs, ad specialists. The whole team is in there to answer questions, just simply provide free value. We have around 50 plus members now, so we're trying to get to 100. Once we get to 100, I'll start actually hosting some calls in there, answering some questions live. But yeah, it's strictly for free value. There's a bunch of stuff that we've already provided in there, different PDFs, sales call recordings, stuff like that. People are asking questions, I'm answering them when I can. So go ahead and join that free community and let's get into the video. As you can see on the screen, the Versatile Agency Done For You Real Estate Strategy. So this is going to be the start. Like I said, this is going to be a strategy that can make you $100,000 in 2025, strictly just on Instagram and Facebook. All you have to do is follow these steps from start to end. And I promise you, you are going to be making a good amount of money from your paid marketing strategy if you do this correctly as a realtor in 2025. So the first step is you're going to identify the most effective marketing angle for your business. Now, let me explain what exactly this means. So when you're doing marketing, there's tons of different angles you can take to approach something. For example, in the fitness industry, you can say, if you're male, here's the blueprint on how you can go about losing weight. Or you can say, if you're 30 to 45 years old, here's how you can lose 14 pounds in the next 30 days. Or you can say, if you're a male from the age of XYZ to XYZ, here's how you can get a six-pack in 30 days. So all these different angles that are essentially getting you the exact same result as far as just getting a client. So in real estate, it's the exact same thing. You're trying to get, most likely, people that are looking to list or buy. Well, what's the angle and how are you going to approach actually getting that individual? So there's really, the main problem with online marketing in the real estate space is there's three different offers that for the most part everyone runs. And one is just simply promoting their listings, where they just run the pictures of their listing and they try and get potentially more buyer leads from that. And the problem with that is that the lead quality is extremely low because people just want to look at the pictures. They want to see where the house is located. That's basically all everyone's going to want to do. And we've ran tons of different listing ads. We've generated tens of thousands of leads from listing campaigns, and basically nothing's ever came from it. We just do it to make the realtor, the team lead happy and kind of promote their listing because that's all people ever want it for. And the second approach is, give me a second here. What's the second approach? Oh yeah. Second approach is get your custom list, or the first approach is just get your free home evaluation. Those are the main ones that you basically see. So it's the exact same thing that's been running for the last decade. Get your custom list of homes, get your free home evaluation. Everyone's doing that. So naturally, what other realtors think and what other marketing agencies think is, okay, what's the next best offer I can run? And then we start running the 3 mistakes to avoid selling your home in the fall, the top 10 ways to increase the value of your home in 2025. We start thinking of all these next best offers. But what you got to realize as a realtor or as a marketing agency in the real estate space is the clients you're working with aren't Ryan Serhant. They don't have millions of followers, they don't even have 50,000 followers. They're not very known in the area. They don't have a big personal brand. So then if they don't have a big personal brand, everything you're doing from a marketing perspective is very commoditized. Anyone can run a buyer's guide ad, a seller's guide ad, a seller booklet, the top 10 ways to increase value of your home, the 3 mistakes to avoid in selling. All that's very commoditized. And you have no leverage over any other realtor or any team because you're not leverage yourself. You don't have your own personal brand. No one's going to work with you for any other reason besides maybe they just liked your booklet at that exact moment in time. But everyone's doing the exact same thing. So what we've realized has been working very, very well is targeting people that are in certain niche situations in their life and providing some sort of solution or value to that person in that situation. So for example, 30 to 45-year-olds that are currently renting in downtown Toronto and just had a kid, but you need to upsize and actually start your family, but you can't afford the competitive pricing in downtown Toronto being $1.4 million. Relocate to the Windsor, Ontario area where the average price of a home is $350,000. It's a very safe area. You can finally, start that family. Well, holy shit, you're calling someone out that's like in a very, very niche situation in their life. But guess what? There's a lot of people right now that are renting in Toronto. They want to start a family, but they can't obviously start their family in the tiny apartment that they're in. They want to buy their own home, but they can't afford to be in Toronto, so they're maybe entertaining relocate. So guess what? If that person in Toronto that's looking to do that sees an ad regarding the top 5 things to look for when buying your first home, or they see your ad that calls them out in the exact situation that they're in, and you're providing some sort of, one-page PDF on relocating to the Windsor area, that person is 100% of the time going to choose to work with you, because now they think, okay, you've already helped other people in my certain situation, or you just called them out in the exact situation they're in, so they automatically trust you that much more. So now you're going to identify the angle that works the best for you. So these are the different angles we've been taking. Targeting people that are looking to relocate because they're in a certain niche situation. Targeting people that are looking to downsize and calling them out for either not being able to go up the stairs and they need one level living, or not being able to afford the home that they're currently in, so they need to downsize. People that are looking to upsize, so they've been in their starter home for 4+ years, they've built up some equity, and now they want to upsize because they're having another kid or whatever that looks like. And then people that are looking to maybe get divorced, or they've already gotten a divorce. They've gotten a divorce, now they need to sell this home, buy a new home. Maybe you can try and get both sales. So you don't have to take those 4, but just think of ways you can target people that are in certain situations in their life. And then what you're going to do is develop 4 different ads targeting those specific different angles. So that will be step 1. Step 2 is going to be testing 6 to 12 different advertisements, including video ads and obviously other creative content. So once you're done testing basically however many different angles you have, like I said, I rhymed off 4. So if you develop 4 different ads, simple still image ads or video ads, whatever it is you want to do, whatever's easier for you to develop, you develop that stuff and you're going to test the 4 different angles and see what angle worked the best. So if you're running a downsizing ad, upsizing, a relocation ad, and then divorce ad, and the downsizing was working the best, that angle worked the best, you're getting the greatest cost per lead, whatever that looks like. Beautiful. Now you know that marketing angle is working for you, for your market, your brand, your area. Now what you're going to do is you're going to say, okay, downsizing is the angle of marketing that we're going to take. We're going to test 6 to 12 different advertisements for this now. So all these ads are obviously going to be regarding downsizing, and you're going to film what I suggest is different video ads. So 30 second to 45 seconds is usually good. For Versatile Agency, we provide these video ad scripts to our clients, but for you, you're going to be thinking of this stuff yourself. So just think of different ways you can approach calling out downsizers. So attention, 50 to 70-year-olds, you've been living in the same home for the last 30 years, but you can't get up those stairs anymore and you need one level living. I have a 1-page PDF for you on the top, 10 one-story homes in your market under XYZ, where you're trying to think of some sort of offer. And then you run another video ad that says, hey, is your home too expensive right now and you can't afford to be in the home that you got in 4 years ago in the COVID pricing? Here's a list of cheaper homes in your area where you can downsize and finally start to afford, the home that you're in. Whatever it looks like. Obviously, I'm going off the rip right now, but think of all these different video ads that you can run that are just explaining downsizing and your marketing angle in a different way. So once you're running all these different video ads or these different still image ads, run it for around, depending on your budget, 4, 5, 6 days. Basically, you want to make sure it spends around $30 on each ad, and you'll be able to see, okay, what's working the best. In order to know what's working the best, basically just look at the cost per lead is all you're essentially really going to want to look at, and then the click-through rate on the actual ad itself to see what's doing the best from the actual ad perspective. So click-through rate, cost per lead, basically we want to look at 4% or higher for a click-through rate in this space is good. Cost per lead of anywhere from high teens, low 20s is usually decent from a video ad perspective and calling out people that are looking to sell and buy basically. So that's kind of what you're going to want to be looking for. You're going to easily be able to turn off different ads anyways because they're going to be spending like $40 and just have gotten absolutely nothing, which is what you don't want. So all those ads that have got nothing, turn those off. So once you determine the best performing ads, it's going to be, ad 3, 7, 10, 1, 2. There's 5 of them that were the best performing. You're going to keep those 5 on. So you're going to focus on the winning ads and just double down on those efforts. So like I said, turn the lowest performing ads off and then allocate the budget accordingly to those winning ads. Now you need to just determine your goals such as income and number of listings. So this is what I like to explain to people. The biggest companies in the world are shooting for 3 to 4x ROAS. ROAS means return on ad spend. So largest companies that are spending hundreds of thousands of dollars every single month are shooting for a 3 to 4x ROAS. But we have some clients, some realtors, some teams thinking they're going to spend $500 and get 2 listings a month and make 30 grand. Does that make any sense to anyone? No. And unfortunately, there's a lot of different marketing agencies out there saying, I'll guarantee you, 3 listings in the first 30 days or you don't pay, or 3 listings in 90 days or you don't pay. And then the client is spending, $500 a month on ad spend, and they actually think something's going to happen from it. So if you're the realtor or you're the team lead or you're entertaining doing this stuff with other agencies, don't get caught up in the flashy or sexy guarantee, because you're basically just gambling at that point. You think that this marketing agency that's guaranteeing you, 3 listings in 90 days and you're only spending $500 a month in ads, you're literally gambling. You're trying to strike gold. You think you're going to spend $1,500 and somehow that marketing agency is going to make you 60 grand or 50 grand, whatever it looks like. Actually think about that in your head before you go and waste your time with an agency that's just promising the world. Like, does it actually make sense to you in your head that you're going to spend $500 a month and they're going to get you 3 listings and you're going to make legitimately $45,000? You're literally just thinking you're going to strike gold. It's never going to happen. Have we had that happen for some of our clients? Yes, but it's very rare. It's not like we're expecting that to happen. It's definitely not the expectations that I'm setting. So actually look at the team behind the agency and what it is that they say they're going to be doing for you. That's way more important than their sort of sexy offer where you're going to end up wasting a bunch of time and overall a bunch of money. So this is what I like to say to our clients. The biggest marketing agencies are shooting for 3 to 4x ROAS, like Alex Hormozi, his company, the biggest brokerages, team leads in the world that I've spoke to, they're all shooting for 3 to 4x. So if we were to get, I'll even highball it, a 5x ROAS. What do you want to do? What do you want to make, or how many listings do you want to get a month? If you want to get 1 listing a month from your your cold acquisition strategy and just, get an extra listing every month for now, that's where your goal is, beautiful. So if the average price of the home in your area is, let's just say $500,000, the average realtor is making around 2.5%, so minus 2.5%, that means they would make $12,500 from getting 1 listing a month. Obviously, I'm not calculating their split with the brokerage or their expenses and fees with getting a listing. I'm going to keep it very simple. So from a $500,000 listing, they'd be making $12,500. Now, we're going to take that $12,500 and we are going to divide that by 5. That would be a 5x ROAS. So that means, one second here, that means you'd have to be spending $2,500 a month in order to basically get a listing a month with a 5x ROAS. So if anyone were to say, hey, Carter, give me $1,000 and I will 5x your return and I will give you, $5,000 back, I'd be like, beautiful. That actually makes sense. So now I'm not saying to people that we haven't gotten 18x ROAS, 47x ROAS. We've gotten those insane return on ad spends, but these are just the expectations I like to set with people. So I'm not telling them to spend $2,500 a month right now. I'm saying that is what you would have to spend if you wanted to get a listing a month. But we're only recommending you spend a certain amount because we will split test, and then maybe our campaigns and our strategies that we know do work, it might get you a 15x ROAS. But just to set the expectations correctly, these are the average numbers the biggest companies in the world are trying to hit. So if you think that you're going to spend $300 a month in ad spend and we're going to magically make you $30,000, that's not how this stuff works. Could we? Absolutely. Maybe it will take 4 months, but overall, I'm kind of going on a rant here, but just as far as setting expectations and your goals, keep all that stuff in mind. I don't know if any of that made sense, but basically that's how you set expectations accordingly. So allocate your advertising budget accordingly to what it is that you want to do. Now, provide logical structure to achieve profitability through your campaign. So you want to make sure that you can't just run the exact same ads forever. So set a date every weekend, like I do every Saturday for 1 to 2 hours. Script out your content on Sundays, film on Saturdays, whatever that looks like, and film new video ads. Think of new ideas, think of new things you could say, and film new content to actually refresh those ads to be putting out new stuff. So that's the end. That's how you can make $100,000 in 2025 as a realtor through Strictly Strategies on Instagram and Facebook. This is how we're doing it every single day. We're obviously constantly improving, thinking of new ideas, running new ads. That's quite literally what it is that we're supposed to be doing. That's our job. So if you're a realtor and you want to learn more about what exactly it is that we do, I will personally jump on a call with you one-on-one. There's a link below that says Realtor Discovery Call. You can check that out. I have a 9-minute walkthrough video on there where it shows a little bit more in depth about what it is that we do. Once again, if you're in the marketing space, you want to start your own social media marketing agency in the real estate space, you're already running one, join the free community down below. Links in the description for that. If you want one-on-one consulting and you want to just do a simple Q&A and chat with me one-on-one, there's a link down below for a coaching call as well. But if not, I'll see you guys in the next video. I appreciate you watching. That's all I really need. It means the world. See you in the next one. Peace.